So this is my first video. Totally amateur, not professional at all. What I want to do is I want to start a Let's Talk About series. So I want to talk about stuff, and every week it'll be a different topic. This week, just as a beginner, I thought it would be fun to talk about sugar because everybody loves sugar, and sugar is in everything. So, first of all, when you decide that maybe you don't want so much sugar in your body, a good way to just start is to not cut it out, but when you go to the store next time, instead of grabbing that big huge thing of American Crystal refined white sugar, look around. There's on all the shelves, there are other options. There's stevia, there's Truvia, there's organic, raw, pure cane sugar. And when I first started this journey, what I wanted to do was I wanted to get back to natural. I didn't want to cut anything out. I just didn't want fake. I didn't want to buy the fake option. I wanted the natural option. So the thing that I looked for was, okay, where's the real sugar? Where is the real, raw, natural, organic cane sugar? Like, sugar comes from a sugar cane, so it should come out the way that it comes off the cane. So that's what I did, was I purchased, I think it was like $3 or $4 more than the big bag of American Crystal sugar, but it was like a tub of pure cane sugar, and it was not white, it was like a light brown color. And I took it home and I tried it, and I put it in my stuff. I put it in my cereal. The first thing I did was I put it on a bowl of Rice Krispies, and it was good. It wasn't gross. It tasted like sugar, and it was good. And the thing about natural sugar is that the refined sugar, your body doesn't break it down. And what happens then is when your body doesn't use it, it turns into fat. And so when you hear people saying fat doesn't make you fat, sugar makes you fat, this is how sugar makes you fat. When you eat fake, refined, white crap, it turns into fat, and it makes your existing fat cells bigger. So you get fatter, like this puffy grossness. That's white refined sugar that is in everything. So this is my first video. I'm hoping to do one of these like maybe every week or so, but in about a year, you are not going to be looking at this face, these eyes, this hair. God, hopefully next week you won't be looking at this hair because I'm getting my hair done. But anyway, everything changes. Your cells change over time. So your very person that you are in about a year's time is a completely different entity than what you are today. So every little change that you make makes a huge difference. So just buying cane sugar instead of white sugar can make a huge difference in your life. You got to start somewhere, right? And the other thing that I wanted to say about this, there's layers to everything. Once you start finding out about healthy stuff, you're going to find out that there's even healthier options out there. And the thing that you thought was a good option now maybe isn't so good, and now there's another option that's even healthier. So this is what's happening to me now. I started my integrative nutrition health coach course, and I'm learning now that sugar is an addictive substance. It's a drug. Your kids, when you feed them sugar, you're giving them drugs. Like, here, honey, why don't you just snort some cocaine, okay? Along with your Fanta and your cherry Coke. it's sickening. It's so addictive. I know this for a fact because I've been drinking Coca-Cola since I was a little girl, and I love my Coca-Cola, and I'm very, very addicted to it. If I don't drink it for quite a while, I get headaches. And so now I'm finding other ways, like, you know, going to the pure cane sugar instead of the white refined sugar. I'm finding other ways to kind of wean myself off of it. But the thing that parents should know is that things with a lot of sugar in them, like pop, are addicting. They're drugs. You're giving your kids drugs. Do you feel like a good mom right now? Because I sure didn't when I found that out. I was like, oh, that's kind of gross. And I don't want to give my kids drugs. I don't want my children to be addicted to a substance at the ripe young age of 3 years old or 13 years old, which I have one of both right now. And they eat a lot of sugar. God, they eat a lot of sugar. Anyway, where I'm going with this is that even if you do get the pure cane sugar, you're not getting rid of the addictive substance. If you want to get yourself off of the addictive substance, you have to substitute sugar with something else. So natural sweeteners like agave and, oh, what was the other one? Rice syrup. Rice syrup is a good, and honey. Honey is like the best. You can use honey in everything to substitute for sugar. But it has to be raw, organic, pure honey. You can't go get the little stuff in the teddy bear. It's not the same. That stuff it's been in a factory. If it's been in a factory, you just, bleh, bleh. Get some real local honey from somebody that makes it around where you live. That's the best way to do it. If you buy local, organic, real stuff, your body will thank you. And you'll be able to not crave sugary substances as much because your body is getting it in other ways, in healthier ways. So when it's like 10 o'clock and you're like, oh my God, I want to eat an entire bag of Oreos right now. I just think, maybe if I start having more stuff during the day that has natural sweetener in it, some tea with some honey in it, or I don't know, blueberry muffins, homemade oatmeal cookies, whatever, you won't crave it as much if you have it during the day. Now I can go even a step further than that and say, okay, cut out the sweets completely and eat some sweet vegetables, some carrots. If you eat a lot of carrots during the day, that's sweet, it's grounding, and it will get rid of your sugar cravings. So there's layers. You can take it one tiny layer at a time. It's a very, very simple. Make a tiny little change. Go from refined to natural, whatever. Or you can make a huge change. Cut out the refined shit altogether and just go with sweet vegetables, honey, no sugar whatsoever. And you don't need to drink pop. You don't need to drink pop. Drink water. Drink some water. Nobody needs pop. You might think you need it, but you really don't need it. And your kids certainly do not need it. You know what I do? I give my son a bottle of water. Actually, he's got like 2 or 3 right now, I think, around the house. He's got bottles of water around the house. Not like Dasani, but just like a Camelback bottle that I fill up with filtered water every day. And he comes to me about 3 or 4 or 5 times a day saying, Mommy, I need more water. And he drinks water like constantly throughout the day. And you know what? At nighttime, he's not asking for a drink of water because he's not thirsty, because he's been drinking all day. His body is getting water. It's healthy. And he's not getting sugar-loaded crap. He's not getting juice. He does get milk, which that'll be another topic for another day. But feed your kids water. Don't feed your kids pop. And lay off the fake refined white sugar. That's the one thing that you can start with getting rid of today. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Bye-bye.